in the kitchen today with Rouse's and Chef Nino.
That sounded like a Chef Nino joke. He is making a cold Creole tomato pasta sauce. Check it out.
Welcome into Rouse's in Westmobile alongside Chef Nino. You've got some of my favorite ingredients out here. I can't wait to see what you're making today, Nino.
We're going to make an uncooked pasta sauce.
Uncooked?
Uncooked, that's right. I learned this when I was in Sicily. I lived on the island of Sicily many years, and this is one of their specialties, especially in the summertime.
Awesome.
We got some beautiful Rouse's tomatoes, grape tomatoes, sometimes they're called cherry tomatoes, bursting with flavor, 24/7. They are vine ripened and they're just amazing quality of flavor.
A little hint of sweetness to those. I love those grape tomatoes.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Wow. And so we run them through the food processor for a while, okay? That's going to be the basis right there. Now, if you want to, you can cook that down for about 45 minutes and make your own sauce.
Okay.
A lot of times I'll make my own sauce, okay? But it's basic. We want to put some olive oil, but we want to put the highest quality olive oil money can buy, and that is oil novello. Novello meaning the day the olive is picked, it's squashed and put in the jar. Normally the olives are picked and they'll wait 2 or 3 weeks until they get enough olives from all the farmers to justify cranking up the mill. This is very limited production, oil novello. Rouse's buys as many cases as they can, and when it's gone for the year.
I get it as often as I can whenever you talk about it. It's awesome.
I'm telling you, it's unfiltered, meaning you got particles of olives and it's real dark green. It smells like olive. It tastes like an olive. It's the juice of an olive. And why it's so healthy, heat or chemicals were not used to extract the oil. It was just squashed. So it's not really oil, it's the juice of an olive.
It's the good stuff, y'all. You definitely want to cook with that if you can.
Oil novello, yeah.
So if you don't have a food processor, can you just like chop that up kind of or something, or I don't know?
Yeah, I tell you what I do. I get two round 8-inch or 6-inch Tupperware lids, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And I'll put a handful of those tomatoes there, sandwich it together, put my hand on top of the Tupperware lid, and with saw-like action, put my knife in between those two Tupperware lids, and I'll cut those in half.
He's shown us that before on the show. It really works, y'all. You got to check it out.
Yeah, because not everybody has a food processor.
Right.
You know? Yeah. Okay, you definitely need some garlic in there, okay?
Yeah, put that garlic in.
Yes, indeed. Not too much, not too much, okay? All righty. We can put our Rouse's oil novello. Oh, what I wanted to say, go online and look at other people selling oil novello. This is like $10.99. Unbelievably. I have seen it as high as $45 for the same oil. But Rouse's has so many stores, they have the muscle power to buy in bulk and pass on the saving to the customer.
Great stuff there. I tell you what, why don't we take a break? When we come back, we'll continue to work on this. This looks so good. My favorite stuff coming together, courtesy of Chef Nino and Rouse's. Welcome back into Rouse's alongside Chef Nino. This is a fresh, healthy way to make pasta. What have we done so far, Nino?
We ran the tomatoes through a food processor. Rouse's vine ripened grape tomatoes. We put Rouse's oil novello. Yes, indeed. All righty. And we put in our fresh garlic. Now, just like that would be amazing. See, the magic of Italian cooking, they use a very few ingredients.
Quality ingredients, but less of them.
Yes, and that's the magic of Italian cooking. And most of the stuff is fresh. They live to be 100 without even trying, man.
Yeah.
And they all smoke and drink.
How do they eat all that pasta and not get huge?
Because they're walking to the store. They go to the meat store to get the meat, the fish store to get the fish, the bread store to get the bread. So they're walking, and the terrain is kind of hilly. So they don't really go to the gymnasium necessarily, but they're exercising naturally, you know?
And you can walk around a Rouse's and find all the things we just talked about.
That's right. You want Italian products, you don't need a passport, you need a shopping cart. How you doing? Hey, all right, I'm back. All right, so let's go ahead and build this right here. We're gonna put a little bit of kosher salt. Okay. You can get sea salt if you like. Okay. I'm gonna put some crushed red pepper.
Yeah, do that.
Not too much, but okay. Okay, this is an uncooked pasta sauce. You're gonna love it. I want everybody in this room to try it. We have a studio audience, and thank y'all all for coming out, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all right. Who's your dad? No, okay. Yeah, woo. Yeah, okay, all right. All right, now I've waited to put the basil in because once you chop it up, it starts decreasing in flavor. And what I like about Rouse's is amazing fresh herbs, like garden fresh herbs, thyme, rosemary, sage, oregano, basil, all the time. All the time.
Time all the time.
Yes.
Fresh time all the time.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you're just going to throw it in there like big chunks. You're going to chop that further.
I'm going to chop it. I'm kind of ball it up loosely.
Okay.
And we're going to cut it like that.
Yeah, a little bit of basil really adds that fresh flair to accentuate the tomatoes and the garlic and everything. All those things always come together so well.
And boy, making a fresh basil pesto. I have the mortar and pestle mortar, you know, yeah, and so basically, if you look at the basil in the light, it has these veins in it. That's where the oil is. It's not in the leaves. So when you squash it and smash it, it all of that oil gets in all of the basil that way, and that's a good. We need to do a real fresh basil pesto one day.
Okay.
We can show the customers how to do it.
We can do that.
Yeah.
All right, so once you get that, you put it in there.
Are you smelling that?
Oh, you can totally smell it.
Folks, get close to the TV, serious. You got it? All right. Don't touch that dial.
So we're mixing this all up. I think we've got everything in there, except we're going to sprinkle some cheese on top when we put it on this bed of pasta. We're going to do that with Chelsea?
We're going to do that with Chelsea, and I want to talk about our own Parmigiano Reggiano that we bring from Italy.
You definitely want to hear about that. We'll tell you that next right here on Studio 10.
We're back in the kitchen here at Rouse's with Chef Nino, and we are continuing to make this pasta sauce that is, quote, uncooked. I'm really intrigued by it.
A lot of people think you got to cook it. No, you don't.
Right.
So we started with some vine-ripened Rouse's grape tomatoes, food processor, Rouse's oil novello, fresh garlic, fresh babel, fresh salt. Yes, the Tower of Babel. Okay, yeah, fresh salt. You know, I bought some Himalayan pink sea salt, and it said 12 million years old. And it said expires in October. It can't go another 3 months, man. Good Lord, what's wrong with these people? Oh, well. So I put some salt. It really did say that. Some crushed red pepper, okay? Now we're ready to plate it, and I want to talk about Parmigiano Reggiano cheese.
The best.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Now, is this something they serve in Italy? Just because here I feel like in the States, we feel like it has to be warm, and that's not necessarily true.
This is a summertime thing. Usually in southern Italy, it gets so hot, okay? But I want to put some Parmigiano Reggiano cheese on there.
Please do, please do.
All right? And then what I want to talk about is how to properly twirl the pasta on a fork. Are y'all ready?
Let's do it.
Ready for a lesson?
Yeah, I'm excited to learn.
Okay. So what you want to do, just grab a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit more, and then twirl. Oh, look at you, you a twirler.
Experience with pasta.
And then on your last one, kind of fold it over.
Oh, so see, I take it off before.
No.
Ah, okay, let me redo it.
Who's your twirler? Oh.
Okay. Twirl it.
Twirl. And the last one, hold on, watch. Just fold it over. Look at that. See what I'm saying? That's how you twirl. And yes. Ain't that do it one more. Make sure you got it down. Now you got to get enough pasta. Enough. You know what I'm saying? While she's doing that, I want to talk about our Rouse's Parmigiano Reggiano. Undisputed king or queen of cheeses. It comes in a 75-pound wheel, about that big around and about that thick. It weighs 75 pounds. It takes 600 quarts of milk to make one wheel. And it's aged for 2 years. So the Parmigiano Reggiano, this is amazing stuff. And I want to talk about Rouse's pasta. All different kinds and shapes and everything. It comes right from Italy. And the ingredients are Grand Durum wheat semolina flour and water. That's it. Pure, wholesome ingredients, straight from Italy. Very, very inexpensively priced and taste. Yes. How was that? That's right. What I'm interpreting for her, I can't believe Rouse's can afford a man of this intelligence. Anyway, no, really, the uncooked pasta
really so
sauce.
good,
How
yeah.
about that, Joe?
I was a little unsure of it, I'm going to be honest, but I could eat that. That's delicious. I have an attack of hiccups right now, so we are going to close things out. This is so delicious. You can find the recipe at rouses.com, fox10tv.com. Make sure you try it this summer.
You're going to love it.
So good.